What's up, y'all? Another episode of the Weekend High Podcast coming to you live. Well, it could be recorded, it could be live. I don't know how you doing this job, but talking like I'm in the 70s, damn it. 77 birthdays in this house. In the house. Happy birthday to all the June people, the Geminis out there. Cancer season coming up, my birthday in July and stuff. So happy birthday to all the people that's got them birthdays coming up and or celebrating one. But what's been going on, Swag? What's going on with you, my man?
Oh, not much, man. Living a dream. It's been a great spring into early summer.
Yeah, man. Weather has been a blessing. And it's just like I like it. It's kind of cool in the morning and hot and ending hot and end cool. So I can deal with that all day. But yeah, welcome back, y'all. Weekend High Podcast. Don't forget to forget to hit that like and subscribe. Y'all make sure y'all do that. Hit the like and subscribe button. We appreciate it. And man, a lot of topics going on in the news. First, I'd like to say condolences to brother DC Young Fly, the comedian. Thoughts and prayers with his beautiful family there. You know what I'm saying? He lost his wife. She was one of the members on the Wild 'N Out show, one of the dancers. And sadly enough, she passed away. Allegedly she was getting the surgery or some type what they call a mommy makeover.
Yeah, and, mommy makeover. Yep.
Things didn't go like they should have or as planned. You know what I'm saying? But we just like to wish our, condolences to that man and family, and especially the kids, man. Because them some young babies right there. So got our love, BC Young Fly. Stay strong, my brother. A lot of people been going into the reason why, saying this and that about that situation, saying, she didn't have to have that surgery. She should have been, some people have said allegedly, they wish she had. I've been reading the comments on this, and some of the comments saying, we wish the sister had more love for herself, and I had to go do that. Because, to me and other people, I mean, she looked fine to me. You know what I'm saying? She looked, I didn't think that she looked like she was out of shape or what have you, but you never know how other people view themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then when you got those aesthetics, this is easier to come by.
True. So especially have to have, a lot of women have to have kids and things of that nature. They're real sensitive about the way their body look. And things like that. Then he's a star. He's an ascending star and actor. So maybe she felt, I don't know. Maybe she could have felt a little insecure, like he's around, other women, when he's doing his acting or comedy, and might have made her feel a little. You know what I'm saying? Women could feel insecure. You know what I'm saying? Or not insecure, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Like the way you feel when you pull your jacket closed or something like that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She, or as Cat Williams said, the tiger stripes, she know what I'm saying? But I'm sure, man, I'm sure brother DC didn't care about that. So I don't want to speak for the brother, but I'm sure he seemed like the type of brother that don't care about little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. From the shows and interviews I seen with him. But
that's their body photography.
Yeah, man. I think that hopefully because you've been seeing a lot of that happening. Kanye's mother happened to her, and unfortunately, so rest in peace and prayers. But I do kind of feel like I hope some of the sisters can feel more beautiful or feel beautiful inside, or be able to talk to somebody, or what I'm saying, know that they don't have to do all these little surgeries and tucks, and what I'm saying. Now I understand in some extreme situations, like you be seeing 600-pound whatever on TV, and them people, they lose weight, so the skin, they got to get it, what I'm saying, taken care of because they lose the weight. I can understand that, but still somebody, I think society has put so much pressure on women to get the butt injections, the BBL, and this and that, that you got, women who are good looking women, like the sister, DC Young Fly's wife, good looking women who feel
Yo,
they still got to go do something extra to look, feel or look better. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I don't know her situation or why she did it. That's allegedly. I'm just hype, just a theory. Um, and I don't mean to disrespect by it either,
yeah,
but I just don't. But I just that's just what I feel. I just hope that a lot of sisters can feel better about themselves and don't have to go to those extremes, go under the knife to feel better about yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, what are your thoughts on that?
yeah. Yeah. I see what you said. No, it's always good to love the skin you're in. You know what I'm saying? If you don't make improvements, you work at it. But sometimes you gotta take a shortcut, or if you got it, you can make a shortcut. But this is a drastic set of surgeries. You know what I'm saying? The whole mommy makeover thing. You got the breast augmentation, the BBL, liposuction. I mean, and we talk about coming just months off of childbirth, where the body is already compromised, where the woman's body is already compromised. Even
Mm,
like you said, like the 600-pound wife and all that stuff. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Like, the doctor don't even do that procedure if they only do some physical stuff to get their body in the trend of being able to take on that surgery. You see what I'm saying?
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
and so it like give the bariatrics more of a fighting chance than even the postpartum moms. It's sad, really, but yeah, this is a bit drastic, and but that's them taking advantage of you know insecurities.
Yeah. I mean, it's the culture. It's part of some. It's part of a little. I'm not gonna say part of the culture, but it's propaganda that's marketed. I see that.
Right?
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Towards us and our people and everybody saying that, hey, I'm saying, you gotta have this kind of big old. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a man. I like a woman who is healthy in the right areas, but I'm saying that if you don't naturally have it, don't worry about, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah, yeah.
but then again, who am I to say to somebody about how to do their body? You see what I'm
No,
saying?
because
I don't know.
after a certain point, you start talking about mental health. You know what I mean?
Right. But I feel that a lot of these people who looking for like bigger, women who looking for bigger rear ends and stuff, really, man, if you really just eat right and go to the gym, man, you can really achieve a lot of that stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Or
yeah,
get as close as you can. But either way, I say just be happy with you. And because I feel like, man, if the man upstairs made you a certain way,
yeah,
um, like I can see if it's a surgery where it's like if I don't have the surgery, I could lose my health, I could lose my life. But if it's like, what I'm saying, well, I don't really need this surgery, like, I just it's a cosmetic thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like
yeah.
if I don't have the surgery, what I'm saying, my life is not gonna be any different or whatever, then I don't think you should go up under the knife and take that chance.
Yeah, and
That's
but
what
then I mean, but at the same time, you got to look at it from both sides of the token, and you got to worry about. Well, we don't have to worry about as men so much, but women in competition and relevance. I mean,
yeah.
like let's just say, not to be crass, but like in the porn or dance or industry, the entertainment industry, and if you the talent and you have a baby and you want to snap back, if your bread right, it'd be hard to kind of ignore that shortcut. I acknowledge that, but yeah.
Hey, look, there's some niggas out here trying to get snatched too now. Remember
Not
hey,
snatched.
look, hey, niggas getting the Nene L's. They getting the height.
Yeah,
Remember the height was we did the
You
story
said the
on the one,
DDL.
the Nene L. I got a Nene L, nigga. I used to be 5'9", nigga. I'm 6'4" now. I got a Nene L. So you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm just saying they expanding the marketing to even include us now.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they trying to make a way in.
So yeah,
Good.
man, y'all be careful with them surgeries. Love on yourself, man.
Love
Drink you some
yourself,
water,
love
eat you
life.
some fruit. You know what I'm saying? Go work out, do a couple. Just go to the gym. Look, you know what I'm saying? Planet Fitness, no judgment zone. You know what I'm saying? Get you a membership. This ain't no plug for the fit that PF, y'all need to break a brother off with a check.
Hell
But
yeah. He said
um,
free advertisement for everybody.
but I'm
You
just
get
saying,
that.
or you know what, or
You get
you could build your own home gym. Just build piece by piece. It might take a little time, but because some people don't feel comfortable working out around other people, so just do it in the comfort of your own home. And there's a ton of YouTube videos, but definitely challenge your body, because challenging your body will give you better mental health. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
please go ahead and do that.
And if
But
that's
also,
enough, never hesitate to talk to somebody, because if somebody listens, it'll do all the unpacking you need. And that's where a lot of this starts to me.
oh yeah, definitely. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, y'all. We appreciate it. Weekend Hot Podcast doing our thing. Me and Swag, hey, your partner right here. But um, moving on to some men. Hey man, your boy's back at it again.
Uh-oh.
Your boy Floyd had to
Yes,
put the boom
indeed.
boom bam on somebody, man. Gotti. Now, I know you probably covered this more than I did. Now, is this Gotti? Is the guy Gotti? Is this the gangster Gotti's
A
grandson, or is
direct
it the boxer?
descendant. This is the
Or,
grandson of
or
one John Gotti.
or is this the boxer Gotti? Because I've been hearing this.
Oh
It
no,
could be,
this ain't Arturo Gotti. This is the leader of the Gambino family's grandson.
oh, okay.
Yes, this is
Oh man,
the John Gotti the third, please.
yeah, man.
And that's the
Our
only
boy
reason he
Floyd had
probably
to
got
put.
the match. You know what I'm
Our boy
saying?
Floyd had to put them things on him. Hey,
You know,
uh,
he should be about him and Jake Paul would probably be a decent ass match. Yeah, that's who should have fought Jake Paul.
who Gotti?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a better. That would have been a little better
Nah,
matchup.
man. So what
Uh,
happened in the match was that, you know what I'm saying, he disqualified him for holding on to Floyd too much. But Bayless is kind of like, Floyd's personal referee, so he might have been a little trigger happy on a DQ. But yeah, it didn't stop when he stopped the fight though. It boiled over, and there was a brawl. Folks were jumping in the ring. It was pandemonium.
yeah. I seen dude jumped in the ring like after the stop.
Yeah,
It's like after the
he
kind of
wasn't the
stop.
Floyd corner.
Floyd wanted to. Yeah, Floyd tried to go after. I mean, he tried to go after Floyd,
Oh
and then
yeah.
actually, I got the clip right here. He
Uh-oh.
tried to go after Floyd. Let's see if we can get the clip in, y'all. But he tried to go after Floyd, and then he got that two piece of the biscuit put on him. I don't know if you see that. You saw that clip when
Yeah, he
Floyd.
got that about face forward march.
Yeah, Floyd had to put that two P. Like, hey man, come on now, chill out, dude. You doing too much now.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Yeah,
Oh damn! I
yeah,
just free
man.
advertised. Damn it! Oh.
I know. That's all right though, man. Okay, here we go. Um, this is a fair use. We're just doing news. See, look. Oh, actually, I'm gonna make it bigger. I just happened to see this clip. It's a quick clip, so I don't know. Oh, that's also the clip of Homeboy. But here we go, y'all.
Mayweather's exhibition against the grandson of mob boss John Gotti even made headlines.
He's sitting right there. He got the boom right there. I'm gonna turn the sound off so you don't hear dude because we want fair use. I forgot. I want to see that boom bap again. There it is. Bam! Floyd hit him right there. You saw that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it back again. There he is right there up the top. Bow.
He came in like he was
Yeah.
in WWE, didn't he?
Wow, he just hit him with that. Well, yeah, dude. It was just like mayhem. But to me, it's like it seemed like feel like Floyd just out there having fun, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's about to beat him and take his undefeated status away. So he's just out here like I mean, he shouldn't need the money. I don't think he need the money at all. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, but man, I just saying like, man, we're gonna give you $1 million to do 10 podcasts. Go ahead. I'll be filing. This is like for him to, he can't be beat. And he gonna go in there and take a little 10, 20 million.
Now, the report I'm seeing says they stopped the fight because they was trash talking through the whole fight, and then the ref got tired of them trash talking, so he said, allegedly he stopped the fight because he got tired of it. Was hard. It said it was hard for Kenny Bayless, a difficult job trying to separate the two fighters when they clinched, and it said that they refused to stop their verbal exchange, so he stopped the fight. He stepped in and stopped the fight. I mean, look, I just think Floyd just getting his money. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know he was fighting. Tell you the truth, till afterwards.
I mean, he fought for 20 minutes. He made what, $30 million. So right. That's what, $90 an hour, 90 million an hour. I'll do that. That's nice work if he can get it.
man, quick and easy. Set you up. You know what I'm saying? 30 million.
Yeah,
that quick. Man. Well, shout out to Floyd, man. Keep getting money Mayweather, man. And another thing is the big draw with Floyd's pay-per-views is, of course they, I should say people in other societies want to see Floyd lose.
Oh yeah.
So it's the draw. And it ain't just Floyd.
Definitely. Yeah, they want to be there to see him go down for the first time.
Right. If it's any brother that's got an undefeated record, they will pay to see him lose. Like if he fighting somebody from a Latino country or a European country, they go tune in. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make that money on the pay-per-view side of the game.
Hey, let somebody come on the scene faster than Usain Bolt. They'll have him come back to watch him lose.
All right. Moving right along, man. More interesting news, more stories. I'm gonna jump right into it, man. Let's go ahead and jump into. You know what I'm about to jump into, man.
Yeah, boy.
Your boy,
Big Z,
your boy, Zion Williamson, man, has been in the news lately, and oh man, I don't know what I did with my picture of him, but Big Z is in the news. Zion Williamson has been in the news lately for all kind of indecent stuff. He getting put out. Basically, he did some goofy stuff. He had a little photo shoot with his soon-to-be baby mama, who is a stripper, and then I guess his little side thing, who's a porno star, allegedly got kind of mad about it because she caught feelings and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because he was out there taking prom pictures with his new baby mama because she's pregnant, and then next thing you know, Twitter was going wild. She was just putting all his business out there.
Yeah, I heard it a little differently. I mean, when I say he put, huh?
Go ahead.
No. I was saying I heard a little differently. I heard that the girl he got pregnant is a regular person, like a person, and then when he came out with his gender reveal, that's when the stripper or the porn actors started cutting up on Twitter. Now I'm not sure which one it is, but either way, it was an amateur mistake.
But his baby mama, she's a regular person, but she's a former stripper. She's a former stripper, allegedly.
Yeah,
allegedly. She's a former stripper. She's a regular person.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So he got the girl he was dating or calling his girlfriend was a stripper. He pulled up out the club allegedly and wifed up. But he had a side piece who was the porno chick.
That's where the scandal,
you know what I'm saying? So basically he made bad choices. He kind of made some bad choices on both ends. That's what I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you got that much money and you pulling strippers up out the club, You know what I'm
Hey, that's
saying?
fine. I
Why?
get that. I get that. I get that. You know, you don't want nobody else shoving dollar bills up somebody's hoes, but you know what I'm saying? But the porn star game, you know, she was showing them receipts, and some of them bad boys were salty.
Yeah, I mean, she had all the receipts, but I'm just saying overall, as a young man, like you an NBA multimillionaire, you got the pick of the litter as far as like eligible women that you want to date or whatever, and the best you do is a stripper and a porn star. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of company is you keeping? like like those, if you go mess with them type of, those just be, you know what I'm saying, rendezvous. Those shouldn't be on the team. Those shouldn't be wifed up. Those shouldn't be, I'm hugged up with her, she pregnant, I'm taking pictures. Those,
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I know. Hey,
Like
you
like
might say that with
why,
experienced eyes, but man, at 22 years old, that's probably what I would have did.
oh, trick off ass nigga. Yeah, but I mean, I'm just
I
saying,
ain't gonna lie.
you know what? Hey, we've all been there, but you know, somebody should have pulled his coattail.
Hey, when you was 22, hey,
Somebody,
when you was 22 and Janet Jackson came up to you. Come on,
nah, man, I would have been straight, dog. I mean, because you know, if you watch those type of videos, you done seen about a million dudes, then you know what I'm saying, then you know what I'm saying, drew on the face type
you said,
stuff,
you
and
said the personification of ran through.
you know what I'm saying,
I
art.
ain't think about it
Put
like that.
you just see her graduate many art majors. There's many dudes that drew on her face. You know what I'm saying, or
Hey
or
man, but but
became.
but for
You
real,
know what I'm
hey,
saying?
but completely honest, all humor aside, I really don't feel no kind of way about him pulling stripper out the club.
I
That
feel a
right
way.
there.
I feel like, yeah, I feel a way about that because that's a
No,
come up.
no, the stripper. That's
So you,
one thing.
no, because but so you think so? Oh, I just met him honestly. So you want your? Let me ask you this: if your son who played basketball said, "Dad, I just signed a multi-million-dollar NBA contract, and look, this is my new boo." Now, before he signed that contract, you didn't see this girl nowhere around. He didn't sign the contract. It's all on the news. $200 million, 250 million, no, 300 million for 4 years or whatever. He didn't sign.
Yeah,
It's all on the news, and he pull up at the crib like, "Pops, this is my chick," and you like,
and
"Damn,
she the
ain't this
headliner Showgirl 3.
like you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I just went to a bachelor party. I just seen this girl." No, you know what I'm saying?
She just jump butt naked on the
You gonna
couch.
tell your son, no, this is not the move. No, we not doing this. No, 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 son. No, 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 no. Because you already know that the baby's on some bullshit. She trying to get him for his money. She set up artist, man. Look, look, the pretty woman narrative is getting kind of old. That shit is old. That bullshit is old. Hey man, I'm a well-to-do guy. I just found this downtrodden stripper escort. Now it's made her to housewife. No, that's you know what I'm saying. That doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying. That generally doesn't happen. I'm just saying though, man. Like all I'm saying is this: it has to say something about him if he going out. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying. Look, when you young, you right. You gonna sow your royal oats, man. You gonna go
So
out
you
there.
really
You gonna do a coming to America. You know what I'm saying? You gonna go out there and try to sow your royal oats, and I get that. And I understand that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But when you sowing those oats ain't to be forever. You know what I'm saying? Those are you know what I'm saying, those are pass throughs. Those are you know what I'm saying?
make it last forever.
Yeah, man. No. This is we had a great time. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed my time with you. You know what I'm saying? I hope that we could share times in the future. Knowing damn well you ain't gonna never see me in the future. You know what I'm saying? But my point is, and I'm just talking about the stripper, you know what I'm saying? The porn star, man, like I just can't even. And then look, the text that old girl was putting out, it ain't no alleged to it because I can pull the text up, but I say
Oh
alleged.
yeah.
Um, They very graphic. She says, I mean, she's showing how much money he sent her. She's
Yeah.
saying that, look, she said, you just got through eating my, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say, you just got through eating my ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so he, you know, think about this. Think about this. This is an industry girl, and you just sit there and perform, you know what I'm saying, a fellatio, a grown man.
Oh man, he just stuck his tongue where 2 dicks just was.
He just, no, it's more than that.
I'm talking about at the same damn time.
More than that. You know what I'm saying? It's like no, it's like
I said.
I mean, it's like if the industry had a scab and they had a band-aid on it and you ripped it off and he licked the band-aid. That's what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and she putting out there like you going in me raw and like all kind of stuff, man. Like, I mean,
yeah, she said she put my health in danger, fucking other bitches raw.
Right? How she put?
Man, I thought you was in the industry.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you a porno star. How he endanger you? You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. You do that all day. But
I bet she walked away. It was like, hey, I just.
I mean, he didn't see. See, that's the difference. Another thing too. That's the difference, I believe, also in the music from now and from back then, because it's like we had some knowledge in our music. We had Outcasts, and people and groups like that who would tell you what Big Boy say. He said, "You better choose the right one or pick the kiddies up." You know what I'm saying?
I know.
You know what I'm saying? These dudes would drop jewels on you. You know what I'm saying? To make you think. But nowadays, you got these rappers, they ain't talk about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that's going to put anybody up on any type of game, manhood type game or anything like that. Not that they should be getting that from the music, but music always had a message in it. You know what I'm saying? And
hey, man, that class was that 2018 or 2019? The Job Moran and Zion class.
Yeah, they both from South Carolina, man. I don't know what's up with
they
South Carolina boys, man.
Kakalaki.
I don't know what's going on with South Carolina brothers, man. They just, man, y'all wilding, man. But with the guns, they say what guns and buns.
That's where my bloodline entered this country, so it's all fucked up down here.
Yeah, so I said, guns and buns. Remember the little meme said guns and buns. But I mean, but man, you know what? I'm just saying, like when you are somebody on that kind with that kind of money and that kind of status, you gotta be you should be vetting. I mean, I understand, man, only 20 some years old, but look, he ain't even playing basketball. He been sitting out, just eating like a mug. You know what I'm saying? Look, he at home eating and stuff, supposed to be hooping and practicing. He at home eating, getting demonstrations done on him and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man, she practicing moves out on me. He said right, he said they're full of beignets.
hey, no, you didn't. He said the stomach full of beignets, getting demonstrations done on him. Powder sugar all over his chest. Like, damn, Zion, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I just
play football.
And then old girl looks stupid, like the porn star chick. She looks stupid because she's too old to be like. I seen one of her tweets allegedly, but I mean she did tweet it, but it said like she was saying something like she didn't groom him. He contacted her when he was 19 years old, and wanted a relationship with her and all this stuff. So like, so she kind of did luck up on getting him because I don't think a lot of dudes was checking for, no Mariah. A lot of dudes, man, I don't know.
I mean, number one, she was over the hill in porn years. And really it would have served her best because to me, she the biggest loser out of this. Forget what Zion pay out. His child is his child. But what she should have did, she just should have sat in the cut and keep getting that because she passed her prime.
She had no game.
Hell yeah, with her botched ass BBL, box booty ass.
Yeah, her body is kind of.
You would say like one of them old teacher's apples. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It don't look. It just look.
No, man. That shit look
I
like
don't like those.
a laundry clothes hanger rack.
Yeah, that's her in
No,
the middle. His baby mama is the one on the left hand side in the white dress.
hold on,
Now,
man. It's
now,
a little,
now
it's a
the
little
third
crescent
girl,
moon.
the
Take
girl.
that picture down.
Now check this out. The girl that's closest to him is another girl who's come out and said there was a new story. That's another girl that came out and said that Zion has been breaking her off too. So he just all out tricking. It says, I'm sorry, Zion Williamson called out by third woman in the nasty love triangle. It says the third woman in this nasty love triangle goes by the name of Yami Taylor, who, according to Instagram profiles, is a luxury living consultant. She recently went off on Zion Williamson by posting some wild allegations. She said, why didn't I get my Bentayga and my Richard Mille last summer? I never gave you a threesome or never had an OnlyFans or was on Pornhub, so I guess I was all play. I probably never had a chance. You a nasty sex addict. That's what she said to him. So she checking him to give her stuff like, oh, she
Yeah,
also
yeah.
said, someone tell
She
my
trying
good
to.
sis Mariah, if you move to NOLA, I'll move in with you. I'm just an aspiring, she said, I'm just an aspiring microblading artist. I don't even want him to touch me no more. I can't live with the other bum. The baby girl is beneath me. She said also says and be laying around sleeping. She posted a picture of Zion sleeping, his back while he was sleeping, said and be laying around sleeping comfortably knowing you have a bitch pregnant. So he
Hell
got
yeah, full of
Zion got
beignets.
like,
I'm telling you, that nigga beignets will get you, man.
and
Hey, no,
now
but
see
man,
the one on the far.
baby
I
girl,
was gonna tell you.
on the what's up?
Oh, I said I was gonna tell you the one the one that's his baby mama. He's having a baby by is the one on the with the white on.
Yeah,
He
she
ain't
kind
picking
of
them good,
normal
bro.
looking,
Come on,
huh? Oh, she
he
kind
ain't
of
picking
normal
he ain't
looking.
picking them good, man.
No, but yeah,
Yeah,
baby girl that was on the right, she just trying to suck 15 minutes of fame out of it and have somebody else claim her. That's what she trying to get. I don't even blame her for shooting her shot at the moment. You know,
yeah. She
she ain't
just
stand
trying.
a
Yeah, she
chance
just trying
with
to get in
Zion.
on it.
Man, she
See,
just trying to get something.
the thing about all this is my bad. The thing about all this is just clout chasing to get paid. You know what I'm saying? So they, look, next season they'll be on a new episode of Love and Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? They'll be
Oh
all
yeah,
on
they
there,
go. Oh yeah, they gonna
or
start some
Basketball
show.
Wives,
Yeah,
or
love and
yep, Basketball.
basketball. Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what you would have to warn your son, my nephew, about is you would have to warn him. Remember when Dion brought Brittany Renner to the, you'd have to warn him in real time, like, you avoid these type of women. They trying to set you up for your money. They want you to
Hell
get them
yeah.
pregnant, so you a damn meal ticket. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
So
yeah.
um
Hey, I
you
gotta
got to
thank
see.
brother. Hey, I gotta thank brother Zion for presenting him with a beautiful learning opportunity.
You say this person here with a beautiful learner builds character like a mother. Hey, shout out to my
I'm
uncle
telling
Ty.
you,
Uncle Ty builds character, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bill's carried the
Uh,
game. Uncle Todd gang.
yes, sir, my uncle. Yeah, man, builds character. I mean, this a hell of a learning experience. So you got a stripper, you bust her down and got her pregnant. You wasn't supposed to do that. Then the side chick, the porn babe, her game goofy ass, as they say, she worked the game backwards. Because think about it, like you said, she already old, so she should have stayed in the cut and just kept getting money, but she messed it up. Then you got another babe you tricked off with. She got pictures of you on your back, like she got pictures of Zion laying on his back, like this and stuff. Like
Hey, but I'm gonna go out
remember
on a limb here. Hey, I'm gonna go out on a limb and bet a 10-cent piece that 7 years ago when Zion was like 16, 15, he probably beat the most to that porn star in the middle. I bet. I bet he was gunning from her.
He's like, if I ever get the chance. He's like,
hell yeah. Hey, I bet he got the
chance,
most seed spilled to her. I bet.
Hey, look, he they got another tweet out saying that she put another tweet out saying he was like asking, basically it's showing him typing back, because you know how she was putting all his stuff, screenshotting his shit. She put it out with, he asked, and he said, do you know any thick white girls that can join us?
Hey man, but hey, for real though, what's the difference between this and then the congratulations that Biggie Smalls got when he fucked Vanessa Del Rio after he got famous?
Never heard that. I never heard that.
Oh yeah, she did a whole magazine that spread on it. She validated that shit.
Who? Vanessa Del Rio?
Yeah.
Man,
I'm gonna say allegedly because I ain't got the article in front of me.
I said allegedly for you already.
Oh yeah, fly the bad signal, please.
You know what I'm
saying? but Bugs will give you a piece. Talk about man. But imagine if you're the number one draft pick and you can go after anybody famous. I mean, he just happened to be a porn dog, but it'd been the same had he went for like somebody like a Britney Spears, somebody else that's over the hill or something, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I
was just voicing reason for. I was just being devil's advocate, man.
I'm just saying though, man. Even when I was younger, man, like, you know, I was, you know what I'm saying? Look, I had my side piece Keith days, you know what I'm saying?
No boy.
But what I'm saying is, I wouldn't, if you, like, if I knew, let's say I was just out and about, and then, you know, whatever famous porn star I liked or whatever it looked at would just at the bar or whatever. And she was like, hey, can I buy you a drink? You want to come home with me? I'd be like, damn, I can't do it, man. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do it. I wouldn't even want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I
might go home, but I probably wouldn't do it. But I would definitely take that experience.
You go into her crib, you drinking out of any glass in her crib?
I know it probably comes in bottled waters and stuff like that, you know.
You taking a bottle of water from her? You know what? You taking a bottle of water? You know what strippers? You know what they do with bottled water? You taking a bottle of water?
Oh, you nasty!
You taking a bottle of water from?
You know what that bottle have been?
Everything is a prop. Everything is a prop in that crib, dog. Everything is a damn prop.
That probably been in every orifice.
She got to practice. She had the crib practicing this shit.
We talk about.
I got to get ready for tomorrow. I'm supposed to do a double scene. I got to get ready for tomorrow.
The whole put a whole new meaning into squash.
Right. I'm just saying, man. Like, I'm just saying. Look, man. I mean, and people can say, well, you know, your significant other, you don't know how many people she. That's true, but the difference is I don't have video evidence of it that I can log on to the computer, or somebody else could come to me and say, hey, look, man, look what I'm looking at. Look who this is. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you like? Ooh, and you know he kissed. You think he kissed her in the mouth, dog?
Man, if he eating a porn star ass, he probably eat. I mean.
He kissed her in the mouth, dog. I think he kissed her in the mouth.
Hey, I would like to hear what his toothbrush had to say when he lifted them.
Toothbrush committed suicide.
Hell yeah! That boy, he come home with his toothbrush in the toilet. It done jumped.
Hell no. Yeah, boy. Oh man, yeah, that toothbrush, boy. That toothbrush, like, ooh.
He's like, I'm sick of this shit. Like Running Man, sick of this shit.
Oh shoot. That toothbrush was weird. First had you, I treated you bad. I treated you bad. Oh boy. Oh man. I'm sorry. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, man.
Hit the button,
Yeah, podcast. I'm just saying, hey, I have mercy on that toothbrush, boy.
Oh man.
I mean, think about it. Look,
like Domino's pizza and chitlins.
hey, look, if this child ever see that video or see what get the information on it, they probably gonna never drink it. Here, you want some of this? Like, hell no, none of that. You want to drink this after your daddy? No, I don't want none of that, daddy. I don't. Hell no.
I'm not as Zion, no man, because I was a porn dog growing up. I was a late virgin, and that's all I really had was porn. I ain't lose my virginity till my senior year, so that was about it for me. So,
Johnny Hormone, man.
Hey man, I was Ben Spanklin.
Hell no. Hell nah, yeah, man. But for real though, Zion, man, you gotta make better choices, brother. You got to. You should. What I'm saying is, you should think more of yourself than to lay up with some babes like that and make them like on your team. You supposed to treat them, babe. He ain't never listened to Tupac. We gotta go. Check out time. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the type of chicks you call up, you have a great time with, and then you say, "Hey, see you later." Nice seeing you. I had a great time. Hope you had a great time. Maybe we can do this again sometime. And you move on. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't sit up there and you don't sit up there and wife them up. You definitely don't sit up there and go raw dog on them. You just out here raw dogging. You out here raw dogging strippers and porno stars and shit.
I do want to, talk to him and present a learning opportunity to him. But at the same time, part of me wants to just let him live. I don't know why.
Yeah, man, he got to do better, man. I hope the brother does better. Yeah, man, he got to make better choices, man.
There's so many life lessons here, but I bet he's having a fucking ball.
Because look, you know what he need to do? He need to focus on basketball. He ain't been playing. He
ain't played
an 82 game season yet. He need to focus on basketball because he about to lose his bag. You know what I'm saying? He about to lose his bag. So you need to focus on basketball. Just keep Pornhub to Pornhub. You don't need the shit in real life. You know what I'm saying? Meet you a nice woman.
One of these recent women got him on his food, got him on the health game though, and he's eating better from what I understand. One of them inspired him on that front, so it ain't all bad to come out of it.
Well, I guess he is eating better. Old girl is out his life. The point is, I guess he is eating better. Health increased by 1,000 and shit. You know what I'm saying? But hey, look, he probably went to the dentist. They probably had to burn his gums and shit. But we gotta burn them a little bit. Let me burn them gums, top of your gums a little bit. Get that that bacteria out. But
boy, I bet that man mouth teeming with microbes, nigga.
Nigga spit life in that man. Spit life and death. Life and death on the power of his tongue for real.
Hey, that nigga got the quantum verse in his mouth.
Hell no. Hey man, don't forget, man, hit that like and subscribe button, man. We can hot podcast, man. We definitely appreciate it. Moving on to our next story, man. Man, Zion threw me off, man. But oh man, this is a great one right here. This a lot of of course we cover a lot of anti-black, disrespect. And here's a little bit of it. Now check this out. There was a brother who was killed. One of our brothers, he was killed. A brother that was killed, and he was a black motorist. He was beaten to death by the police. Mm-hmm. And we always talk about, me and you always talk about symbolic gestures instead of tangible benefits for black folks in this country. Just here's another example of it. So the brother gets beaten. Black motorist gets beaten to death by the police. His name is Tyree Nichols. He spent much of his youth at a skate park outside Sacramento, California. So I take it he's a skater. They dedicated a California skate park to him. A black man who spent, like you said, much of his youth in the state and was killed last January. Prosecutors call a fatal beating by police in Tennessee during a traffic stop. So he said he was an avid skateboarder, and sorry, I don't know why don't look pop-ups. He's an avid skateboarder, but the thing about it is they named the skate park about after him. But look at the people who are benefiting from that skate park when it opened. Let me show you. Now, one of them, I see one brother there. There's one brother with a skateboard there, but everybody else is, what I'm saying, they got a little Asian boy, you got a little Mexican chick doing a little.
Hey man, hey, I hate to be that guy, but you got 4 people. That's 25% representation.
But I'm saying this like when
I know
why
what you saying.
this
I
goes
know
back
what
to
you
the
saying.
question
This is
we
bad.
asked. Why is it when it's something for us, it's everybody, it's all inclusive, and when it's something for everybody else, it's only them. Like the migrants, it's only them that got the $51 million in Chicago. The black residents can't touch none of that. But when we look, a black man was beaten to death by the police. They put up a skate park in his memory because he was a skater, and the people they show in the article who using it, they not black. So how did that benefit the black community in any way, or how does that benefit his death or anything?
It wasn't built for the black community, oh man.
That's what I'm saying. Why and that's just a thought. Why when we have things that are supposed to be for us, it's like if it's not for everybody, if everybody not included, then it won't go down. So you know what I'm saying? Like, so you got the little, all these little kids up here. I don't know what, the brother there. I
I
don't know
mean,
where he's
I'm
from.
glad the brother's up there. You
But
know what I'm saying? I mean, he might be Cambodian or Somalian or something, but
yeah, he might be from the diaspora or something, but still cool. I mean, you got one up there, but the thing is, you got a white dude, you got a Asian kid, and you got a Mexican kid. You know what I'm saying? So they basically, this is
oh
the way I see it.
yeah, hey,
This is the way I see it.
that picture is
They get
kind
to
of probably
benefit.
staged a little bit. You think?
Well, yeah, this news story. I don't know. Maybe they staged that photo, but I'm saying everybody gets to eat off the death of that brother. That's what it
Yeah.
looks like. That's the visual. Look, we all get to eat off of his death. We didn't do shit. When it's something for Asians, remember for the anti-Asian hate, they got theirs specifically for them. When they did, what I'm saying, everybody gets specific, but when it's something for us, it's supposed to be always all inclusive or lift all. So we got to battle back on that kind of stuff,
You
man.
said
Like,
a social, hell yeah.
I mean, because it don't do shit for us. Like, what does that do for that man family? That man was beaten to death by some police, and that's justice. Name a skate park after him, and then let everybody else let the same motherfuckers who raced to the same motherfuckers who probably built and beat and killed them, let their kids go play and skate in the park and shit. Yeah, my dad helped get
I'm
this.
like, you can keep your skate park, just run me that money,
Think about it, Bo. Think about the cop, one of the cops who beat him though. His kid could be there skating, and the kid skating like, yeah, my dad helped get this here. He beat the shit out of that motherfucker.
Oh, that's fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but
That's
that's what it is though. That's what it is. Straight up, that's what it is though. I mean, not even being funny. That's what it is. That's what it says. Like, okay, we beat him, we killed him. So what? We'll put a skate park up and let the people who beat him let their kids roam and have a great time there off of his blood. So that's, I mean, I don't know, man. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments on this. Rest in peace to that brother Tyree Nichols,
yeah.
and condolences to his family. But moving right along, man. Oh, boom! Another incident just happened. The Egyptians, the people who are Egyptians now, have been going up in arms ever since that Cleopatra documentary came out, talking about ancient Kemet and the Black Egyptians, the real who came before, hundreds of years before them. You know what I'm saying? There has been another thing that's happened here. Basically, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get my story together. Here we go. I'm sorry, y'all. Egypt bans Dutch archaeology team from Saqqara due to museum's Afrocentric exhibition. So a team of archaeologists from a Dutch museum has been banned from carrying out excavations in Egypt's rich Saqqara necropolis after the museum mounted an exhibition that drew condemnation from Egyptian authorities. After the opening of Kemet, Egypt in hip hop, jazz, soul, and funk, the National Museum of Antiquities in Leiden received an email from the Foreign Missions of Egyptian Antiquity Service saying that the museum is falsifying history with its Afrocentric approach. So now they saying that it wasn't us in ancient Kemet when when you do your history, and you can look up history on ancient Kemet, thousands of books that they were basically black people, they Africans. I mean, Egypt is in Africa. I don't know why people forget that. Like the Arabs that are there now, Arab means nomad or migrator when you break down the word of it, meaning Egypt was ran by black pharaohs in the Kemet, ancient Kemet. They fought Rome, and I'm just speeding. This is the Cliff Notes version. They fought Rome. We lost against Rome. Nobody ruled Egypt. So the nomads, who are the Arabs now, moved in thousands of years later. And now they claim that they're the original Egyptians. That's basically the allegedly. That's basically, well, I ain't gonna say allegedly. That's basically the bumping of the head. So now, when the Cleopatra documentary comes out, or we shown in ancient Egypt that ancient Egypt was African, or had black people there, they get up in arms about that. Even though we came thousands, 100 years, we ruled it thousands, 100 years before they were even there. You know what I'm saying? So what are your thoughts on the erasing of our history in some aspects, or the people denying that we were places, or denying that we were kings? Remember the time Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? That was real,
Yep.
So what do you think?
That this is yet another chapter in them trying to dumb us down and erase our legacy from history. It's up to us and what we teach our children to keep the information going forward, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I just feel like they just, I don't know, a lot of them been up in arms about that. And
they really bent out of shape.
They really are bent out of shape about
Africa
that.
is in Africa. It is on the continent of Africa. You African, okay?
Right. They said
I almost took my glasses off, Skill.
One of the leaders of the project went on to say that the aim of Kemet exhibition is to show and understand the depiction of ancient Egypt and the messages and music by black artists, and to show what scientific Egyptological research can tell us about ancient Egypt and Nubia. Nubia is the ancient region in northeast Africa that extends from the Nile River Valley in Egypt all the way down to Khartoum in modern-day Sudan. Listen, in modern-day Sudan, if that ain't the area was once home to the Nubian kingdom of Kush, or the Black Pharaohs. So this is what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? We was ruling Kush. Yeah, I like Kush.
Yeah,
but talk to the ancestors all the time off the Kush.
I did Kush up a little bit ago.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to talk to Kush. Go back to ancient Kush and meditate. You know what I'm saying?
George W. Kush, please.
Sometimes you got to sit back and go talk to Bob. Sometimes, Marley, you gotta go talk to Bob. But yeah, man, they really are up in arms about. And the funny part about it is, you really can't get around the history, man. You know how much they complain, however much they bitch and complain and say it ain't true. The history says otherwise. Even the monuments say otherwise. That's why they were blasting off the noses off the monuments. So they didn't look, they didn't want to see the black noses. So they was,
yeah, like the Sphinx and shit.
Right. So I don't know much about this exhibit or how good it is or if it's on point, but I'm not going, denigrate it because it's, talking about our influence in it.
I know, right.
But it says also it opened in April and runs through September 3rd, embarks on a journey through music history, the influence of ancient Egypt and Nubia in the works of a multitude of musicians of African descent, including icons jazz such as Miles Davis and Sun Ra. and contemporary artists such as
Oh, that's the
Beyonce.
song Raga.
Yeah, man. And Sun God, remember Sun God? That's Earth, Wind, and
Yeah.
Fire. And contemporary artists such as Beyonce and Rihanna. So yeah, they putting the whole diaspora there.
Ooh, that
And
sounds like it might be lit.
yeah, man. There's some real history there. So yeah, man, they just really hating on it because they want the image of Egyptians to be these Arab-looking Egyptians. And not to say that they're not Egyptians, because they are the majority there now, but you can't erase the legacy of what we left and what we were,
I know, you know what I'm saying?
who ran things before you was even thought of. You know what I'm saying? Who like I said, I'm not the expert on the Egyptian things. I always like to refer to Brother Zoe Williams. You know what I'm saying? Because he writes, knows a lot of knowledge, and check out the show on that type of thing, because he gets real deep. All the way talking about the Anunnaki and all the the reptilian. Joe and
Yeah.
them be getting deep. The
And he's real good
Nagas.
on his nomenclature with it too.
Yeah, the Nagas and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So if you want to dive deep into some history, then check out Zoe Williams' show. He is the expert on it, I would like to say. Who I look
Shout out
to.
to Brother Zoe.
Yeah, but don't forget, before you do that, hit that like and subscribe button. Our podcast right here, man. Go ahead and set up shop with your boys.
Give it up out here today, man.
Yeah, come chop it up with your boys, set up shop with your guys. Especially shout out to all the truck drivers on the road who listen to this show. We appreciate you. I know you out there shifting them gears and shit, dodging what you got to dodge, but hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you got us all, listening to us and whatnot. So shout out to y'all. Be safe on the road out there, my brothers and sisters that drive them trucks, them 18 wheelers. You know what I'm saying? Honk when you hear a nickel. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? You see a lot of sisters out there now, they driving, they just
hell yeah.
But moving right along, man. The other interesting thing, man, this is your thing, because this is your realm right here, man. A lot of talk has been going on about aliens, man. And I mean, we was talking about illegal aliens, migrants, Chicago. We ain't talking about Hector and Enrique and them. We talking about some real aliens, some googly gaga type stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about flying saucers. I'm talking about spaceships. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's a lot of stuff been going on in the news, man. I don't know if you heard about the whistleblower that came out saying that there is aliens out here. He worked for the government. The UFO whistleblower is back with more crazy claims. Our article, the New York Intelligencer says. It says that this dude you see on the screen, last week, UFO hopefuls and terrestrial-minded skeptics were captivated by the account of David Grush, that's who's on the screen, a former Pentagon official who claims the United States has been hiding evidence of alien technology and the bodies of crashed alien pilots from Congress. It was a huge allegation and taken seriously by some only because of Grush's experience as an intelligence officer working on the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office and the Department of Defense's UFO Research Wing. In a Sunday interview, Grush expanded on some of his bold claims and added a few new ones he did not provide before. The UFOs could be from another dimension. He says he also received, just to let you know, he received a college scholarship from the Air Force to study physics. So he has physics training. Grush proposed the vehicles the Pentagon is hiding could have come from a different physical dimension, as described in quantum mechanics, saying we know that extra dimensions due to high energy particle collisions. So it's a lot of speculations going on. What do you think about this dude, David Grush, coming out, former Pentagon, former physics, studied at the Air Force in physics? I mean, so he ain't no dumb dude by far.
Man, I mean, this is a big universe. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of narcissistic to think that we the only game in town. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But as far as like being able to travel between universes, and as this dude saying, dimensions, that's a whole lot to really think about. I mean, I would be interested in traversing it if it's available. I ain't tripping on that. But I mean, I ain't gonna say is I believe him or not because he just out there getting his money.
Yeah, he said, I mean, it's believable, man. I mean, he's one of the highest, higher ups in that kind of field. It says that he said basically, I don't want to necessarily denote origin. Well, what he said did not describe the unusual aircraft as technology from another planet. He said, I don't want to necessarily denote origin. I don't think we have all the data to say, oh, they're coming from a certain location. He said, we know that they are extra dimensions due to high energy particles, collisions, and there's a theoretical framework to explain that. It could be that it's not necessarily extraterrestrial and actually that it's coming from a higher dimensional physical space that may be co-located right here. He also said in the interview, the Vatican was in on a UFO cover-up. He claimed that the first UFO case was briefed on. It involved a vehicle downed in Italy in 1933. The Mussolini government had allegedly kept it in storage until the end of the World War II. He said the Pope back then back-channeled the existence of the object to the United States obtained in 1944-45. He said there may be massive crafts. I mean, man, he's laying a lot out there on the line. I
ain't gonna lie. The stuff he said about maybe it's not extraterrestrial, but like got a coexisting like another dimension. I've never really heard that. That'd be interesting to hear him out on this theory on that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. He also says that the logical fallacy, the logical fallacy there is basically he's saying it was a thing that UFOs are nice, but he's saying the logical fallacy there is because they're advanced, they're kind. So he said we think just because they're advanced, they're kind. But he says Grush of the most harmless run-ins have occurred with alleged UFOs over the years, but the ex-intelligence officers claim there is evidence of malevolent activity by UFOs, including nuclear site probing. If we look at it through a humanistic lens, it appears negative. People have been killed to protect the secret. So if we see a news article in the news that he is up out of here, we know why. Because he laying a lot of information.
He on some Eric Snowden type shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm like you. I've always thought it's a big ass universe out here. Are we really the only ones? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
we one of the youngest planets in the universe.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
yep. And I'm be honest. Like when I was little, I really kind of put it out because I was kind of like under the doctrine. Not that I'm not now, but what I'm saying, I was just everything based on creation.
Right with God, right, church.
Yeah. And so basically, now that I'm a little more open-minded, that theory about the coexisting in the same space, I'll be willing to hear some more verbiage on that right there. That's kind of slick.
Yeah, man. Sooner or later, man, a lot of people are saying for years they see UFOs. Like I've always felt, I'm gonna say this. I don't know if it was no UFO or nothing, but I feel like sometimes when I've been out in nature at night or something, I feel a presence, or I don't know what it is, or like something almost like it's watching you, or you know what I'm saying, the feeling of like, man, something like is around here or something. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I'm like the only one out here, and it's not nothing from the earth. You know what I'm saying? Something like different, like but I mean, could it be a stretch that is something? No, I don't think it's a stretch that something else could be out there. I mean, I think, what I'm saying, it's a big universe. If the man upstairs made the universe, we don't know what else is in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe, who's to say? We find different breeds of animals all the time. Remember, they find undiscovered, especially in the
ocean a lot.
Right. They find undiscovered animals and fish all the time in the ocean that we ain't never seen. So who's to say that ain't nothing else out here in the universe? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see him. I don't want, you know what I'm saying, Kazoo, the great Kazoo, to pull up on me and shit.
Hello, Dingling.
Hello. You know, I don't need the great Kazoo pulling up on my
Popping out
ass.
the ether.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need that in my life. You know what I'm saying?
So, KZ, what do you think about ghosts? No way.
I mean, you know, oh, I believe in spirits and stuff like that. But yeah, I think they, you know, if the aliens, I think y'all call before y'all come. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like the Outcast song. That's my song, Outcast. Call before you come. Just don't come right over.
Out of the blue.
Out the blue. Hey, that's the cut right there. You know that? Yeah, man. Call before you come because I mean that's tripped out. And then look, we can't expect the damn aliens to be friendly. I don't expect them motherfuckers to be friendly. I expect them to come down here to try to take over. I don't think they're gonna be like, oh man, let's go down there. Cause you know, to them, we should be inferior intellectually. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, some people like ant farms, and a lot of people don't though. You know what I'm saying? You like, yeah, set up an ant farm and shit. You know, let me see that. They might not look at us like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I wouldn't be surprised, man. I wouldn't be surprised in the next couple of years. In the next 10, 20 years, if there was direct contact with aliens and this on, I would not be surprised. I hope that day don't come no time soon.
Would it scare you though?
That shit's gonna scare. That shit would scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying? But you know, if it's out there, we'd rather know. I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't trying to know the future, but you know, if it's somebody out there, that's fine. Somebody out there watching me, I would like to know.
I mean, I like to know, man, but it still would scare the shit out of me, man, because
it's
a new threat.
You know,
it's a new threat.
Hell yeah, because if they're able to communicate with us, that means their technology is much further along than ours is, which really frightens me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they can already been here. You know how they said they've already been here, coming like, man, we've been down here. This ain't nothing new. We've been bro. We didn't pull it up on y'all time and time again. But don't pull up
I
on me.
am a friendly. I will say I'm a friendly.
Yeah. Motherfucker hit you with the Dr. Spock on your ass. Get your ass down, nigga.
You said your ass down, nigga.
Moving right along, y'all. Moving right along. Spaceship.
Hey man, that could be a disc golf. There's a Photoshop right there. A clay pigeon.
You are my starship. Hey, what if a spaceship pulled up playing that? You are my.
You pull up playing some Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Hell yeah, my starship game. But moving right along, man. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.
Do it, fam.
If you do, you definitely do. Another interesting story I didn't see anybody cover. I just came up on really. Silicon Valley, man. Silicon Valley. A lot of people don't understand that we got history in Silicon Valley, Black history, man. So there's an article I just pulled up, by USA Today, the race to save Silicon Valley's untold Black history. Nobody had recorded any of this ever. In 1958, the brother on the right, Roy Clay Sr., he set out from his hometown, St. Louis, to San Francisco. And this is during the Green Book days. He said he drove through a terrain of Confederate flags and colored-only restrooms. He was one of the first foundational Black Americans to graduate from a previously all-white college or university in the former slave state. Clay was headed to his job at Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory. Basically, at the time, the world wasn't welcome to Black professionals and Black techies. He was like one of the first Black techies. This is up your alley. One of the first foundational Black Americans to graduate. It said from an all-white university in a former slave state. Oh, I lost my place, y'all. Oh, He also, over nearly 5 decades in Silicon Valley, he was the key figure in the development of HP's computer division. He ran his own consulting firm, advised one of the world's top venture capital firms on investments in future tech giants like Intel and Compaq, and started a successful company that manufactured electrical safety test equipment. What's more, the future Hall of Fame technologist was among the first to recruit math and science graduates from HBCUs and show them the ropes in the fast-growing tech industry. Um, he was the fire starter, Roy Clay. Yet few people heard of him. He was much like the black mathematicians in the 1960s, Hidden Figures, Margot Lee Shetterly book, and the Hollywood film adaptation. Also, Syracuse historian Herbert Ruffin said missing accounts of these early days of Silicon Valley are slipping the world like water. So today, Black Americans are taking it on themselves to preserve the historical record before it's lost to the past. So it basically said that it's going to take tremendous to suck. What it says, uninvited neighbors, African Americans in Silicon Valley, 1769 to 1990. So basically, that's Roy on the side with his wife. I'm gonna let you know who the sister is there. So basically, which I didn't know, we built Silicon Valley too. We were the first tech giants. You know how everybody say, "Oh, y'all trying to make everything." I mean, it's true. It's there's a brother. There's a Syracuse. He's a brother too. Syracuse University historian Herbert Ruffin. His book is called "Uninvited Neighbors: African Americans in Silicon Valley." So, what they're trying to do is preserve the legacy there. It says historical records before it's lost to the passage of time.
Hey, that's around the same area that our brother from Buffalo that was making that engine. That's the same area.
Yeah, it's now Mr. Roy Clay. He's 93 years old now, so he can't do interviews and things like that no more. He's, our brother's elderly. Um, the sister on that photo, her name is Kathy Cotton. 2016, she made a documentary, A Place at the Table, the story of African American pioneers in Silicon Valley. Cotton, who started out in Silicon Valley in 1976, worked as a recruiter and human resource administrator for Motorola and HP, and was determined to chronicle for the first time the early African American contributions. To tech industry. Fellow Black tech veterans, Roy Clay, and she also says invited her to their homes and offices to report out their stories. Cotton bonded with Clay over the shared desire to fill in historical gaps. From no jobs to professional Negroes to Hewlett Packard. So basically, this is a really big, huge, long article showing us. Oh, it's showing Roy programming early generation computer at a console. I got to show you this. I'm gonna share this. Man, basically, it's saying we built Silicon Valley, man. I know, and I did not know that, man. But this is some other hidden history, and that's why they want to preserve it. That's Brother Roy Clay, the brother we saw in that picture with his wife. That's him at one of the first computers.
I knew it was gonna be massive.
Yeah, man. Brother Roy Clay. It says he was programming early generation computers at Control Data Corporation in the late 50s. So, our kids, our Black youth need to know this kind of stuff because it's always made to seem like the dominant society. Oh man, they just rule computers. They just built everything. They just computers now. Y'all built other stuff. Y'all ain't fucking no computers. And we really did. If you look at Hidden Figures, if you look at the brother who made the first search engine, if you look at this brother who I didn't know about, Brother Roy Clay, Silicon Valley. Now we've been shut out of Silicon Valley, as you know, and I know we've been totally shut out of damn Silicon Valley. This is just a breath of fresh air right here to know this kind of information because, like I said, I didn't know it.
That's what
Also,
we did that, or our folks did.
Also, here's a family photo flyer for Palos City Council campaign that's showing, just showing the early years. Early advocate of flex time and HP way. In more ways than one, Clay was kind of out of the box thinker in Silicon Valley Prize. As a manager, he was among the first in the nation to design flexible work schedules for his employees because he enjoyed playing around the golf before work. So invented that. When HP co-founder Bill Hewlett found out about his son, Jim, a software developer who reported to Clay, had a tea before work, he rang Clay. Conversation was not friendly. Oh, they didn't like that. Without exception, HP employees should not report to work at 7:45, take a coffee break, and take lunch. So basically, Jim Hewlett managed to calm his father down. When word got out around the industry about the flex time approach to managing employees, they started to get calls from many professionals in the field who were looking for new job opportunities. So that's Brother Roy Clay right there. So as you see, that's us. That's us.
Go
That's us.
boy.
You know, like we always say on this show, what's our favorite funny line to say? When you pull back the covers and keep pulling back covers, boom, you go see somebody who look like us at the end of the at the end of it. And just another true. I did not know Silicon Valley was built, or we were there helping to build Silicon Valley and implement certain working things like flex time that's still done today. Companies use flex time and have flex time, and his ingenuity of coming up with all this stuff. So definitely Brother Roy Clay Sr. Is definitely like I say, he's a Hall of Fame in technology. He's in the Technology Hall of Fame. And we those kind of stories definitely need to get put out. He was the mathematician working in computer programming, he says, not realizing on the front side of the digital divide, and just steps away from his journey through Silicon Valley. He wrote his memoir. So he was there. We was the one first programming some shit. He said Clay refused to give up and kept sending in applications. In 1956, he landed a job as a computer programmer for McDonald's. He joked that he bought a little color to weekly staff meetings. Hell no. So they didn't want to hire him at first, of course. Clay recruited from the first graduating class of Stanford University computer science program. He also hired graduates from historically black colleges such as Morehouse College. It said he took a liking to hiring HBCU graduates. Go ahead, Roy.
Keeping it real out there.
Because at that time that's what we were coming out of. You know what I'm saying? So a majority of us were graduating from HBCUs back in the day. So 1971. He left his own consulting business. So I mean, from venture capital firms, he ran. It looks like he ran for mayor, city council. He did a lot of great innovative things as a brother. So yeah, man. Let your kids learn about that. Look this kind of stuff up, and might even check that documentary the sister made out about the whole thing. I am actually going to check it out. When I find it, I'm gonna send you the link. But I'm gonna check it out, man. And
he kind of look like Miles Davis in the face for real.
Might be kin to him. Never know.
Hell yeah.
So shout out to Brother Roy Clay Sr.
Yeah, that's black excellence right there.
Yeah, man. 93 years old, man. Still ticking, man. So shout out to Uncle Roy. Moving right along, y'all. Hit that like and subscribe button if you like the information that you're getting. We appreciate it. Actually, last story here, man. Pride is back to Pride. California, Cali. I'm going back to Cali. Styling, profiling. But not doing no Pride Week though. But that might not be the time for me to style and profile. You know what I'm saying?
You be out there voguing on that.
Yeah, like no, they ain't the week to come down. California is poised to take children away from parents who won't help them get sex changes. California is poised to take children away from parents who won't help them get sex changes.
Okay, I was what thought this I heard.
California Democrats are now considering a bill that would cause parents to lose their children in custody disputes if they do not favor pushing them into irreversible sex changes. It can only get worse from there. The California bill currently being considered in the legislature would include a parent's affirmation of child's gender identity as a tenet of the health, safety, and welfare of a child in a custody dispute. The bill is being pushed by State Senator Scott Wiener, who is behind most of the terrible gender-based policies in California. Wiener introduced the sanctuary state law for child sex changes and led the push to lessen the penalty for intentionally exposing people to HIV, which he claimed was an LGBT issue. What do you think about them mandating? Basically, it says Lori Wilson, who is also pushing a bill to mandate that foster parents promise to help children get irreversible sex changes. Wilson used the example of a 7-year-old who's talking about having the potential to say being able to articulate that they believe that they are not the same gender as they are biologically, then it should be affirmed. What do you think about them trying to take your kids away? So if your kid come on and say, guess what? I'm whoever the fuck I am. I'm queen, whoever. And you like, no the fuck you ain't. Not until you 18, you ain't gonna be none of that. Hell no, you ain't doing that shit. California can come in, so your kid can go to school and report your ass. And California can come in and say, since you won't bend to the agenda, we're gonna take them away from you.
He said, or let them stay with their bone.
You know, well, you with your wife. They could take them away from you.
I thought you said in a custody type scenario.
Well, yeah, that's part of it. They could use the children in a custody dispute. Yeah, that's part of it. You're right. So basically, if you in a custody dispute and you disagree, so basically you get your son for the weekend. He like, look, I'm like Zaya Wade now. I'm Paya, nigga, and I'm Paya Gade. And if you ain't with this, now my mama cool with it. Well, she don't know. If you ain't with this, then what I'm saying, I'm telling, and you know what I'm saying, and then you do like Mike Epps in the Friday. Your mama liked it, you know what I'm saying. but damn. So, and let's say you get your son, you trying to toughen them up, you trying to, what I'm saying, teach him the ways of manhood, and you know what I'm saying, you doing your whole boys in the hood, taking them down, fish by the rocks and shit. You know what I'm saying? What you do with this? This my ding-a-ling. I stick my thing in there. You know what I'm saying? Like boys in the hood.
Hey man, I'm talking about for a vocation that's already hard enough, which I'm talking about parenthood. I'm so glad I'm almost done because it's gonna be so tricky. In 5 more years, you ain't gonna be able to say anything to your kids.
Right, kids' rights.
Or stop them from making any decision they want. So I'm
Children's rights.
I'm glad. Hey, I'm in the red zone of my child raising, so I'm good.
Yeah, you know me.
Better them than me. I ain't gonna lie. I hate to sound like that. Better them than me.
I'm still raising my young men, but they not babies, no more.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
No, I'm out. I know what you mean, though. They still school. You still got one in school. I ain't got no more in school, so
yeah.
You know what I'm saying. So not we're mandatory public school, whatever like that. But
yeah.
But yeah, man. Yeah, they got it now where the kids got the rights. The kids tell you what to do.
They sit in the catbird seat.
This is why we see a lot of brothers and sisters homeschooling now, because I just think that might be the way to go. Really, if I would have a kid right now, I probably would definitely homeschool. I would try to find a way to homeschool.
And I bet it's easier to get your social interaction now with social and all that stuff.
Right. Because you can work from home, you can homeschool them, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't know, man, because some of this stuff, I mean, so yeah, you're right. So, I mean, some of the social interaction you don't want around your kid, because you don't
Yeah.
know what these other people teaching their kids. Like, I mean, it's good, but then again, it's good to have your kid exposed to certain things, but you just got to have them trained up. You got to have your kid primed and ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have your kid knowing, like, okay, son, this is the bullshit. So when you see this, that's the bullshit. When you see that, that's the bullshit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We already
Yeah.
covered this at home. You good. You know what I'm saying? If they come at you with this, you know this. You know what I'm saying? That's how I talk to my boys. Like, if
Hell
they,
yeah. And
um,
hell yeah.
you just gotta expose them and get them ready for the bullshit.
Yeah,
You
you
can't
got
just
to show them real life examples of how to move around
yeah.
out there and be black and still do your thing, you know.
See, a lot of these young boys that don't have no direction, that's because they ain't got nobody to give them instructions, and they go out there naked. You know what I'm saying? So when they go out there and don't have
Hell yeah.
yeah, when you go out there naked and with no instruction, no male instruction from like a father figure or somebody, you could be food for the game most of the time. You know what I'm saying? What whether by women, whether by like Zion, whether by women, whether by
Yeah, man.
you know what I'm saying? People trying to get over on you or hustle you, you know what I'm saying? So you definitely have to, if you have a nephew or any kind of young man or young lady in your life, spit some game to them, even if they, you know what I'm saying, always give them some good information or some wisdom, man, because nowadays, man, I couldn't imagine being a kid nowadays because it's like they don't want kids to be kids nowadays. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
want
I see what my younger son is going through. You know, he 15, and it's a whole different experience. I mean, even like summer school now is totally different. It's crazy of how much more they got to go through than what we did. But
yeah.
it's my job to be there for him and make sure he gets what he needs to be able to get through it. You know.
Right. And they're forcing social norms on your kids. So if your kids don't say the pronouns or call somebody by this, then they could be suspended or whatever like that from school or
Not the social norms.
you know what I'm saying? Right. These are new social norms. Now these aren't social norms for me or you or my, you know what I'm saying, my people, but I'm saying for the dominant society, social norms
Yeah.
of is all this whole confusion thing that they pushing, confusion agenda. But yeah, man, I just think that's a little overkill right there to me. So brothers, in those situations where you got a custody dispute, man, make sure you stay close to your kid and you know what I'm saying, and or
Documenting everything.
right. Or, if something happened to the kid, you get the kid treatment or therapy, get a licensed therapist. Or, you know what I'm saying? Anything could happen. So definitely get your kid the treatment that they need, whatever situation they in. So, and also, stay close to them, man. But yeah, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Weekend High Podcast. Man, it is almost that time for us to bounce up out of here. We definitely appreciate you for checking this episode out. We definitely be back with new episodes coming soon because there's gonna be more news out here like a mug. But
Hell yeah, people keep acting monkey out here. We're
hell
gonna
yeah,
take them to task.
hell yeah, definitely push. We're still pushing for reparations. You know, we're gonna keep that alive and keep that pushing. Also, exposing our children to our hidden history. You know what I'm saying? And definitely get down to the Hidden History Museum, Brother Tariq down there in California, LA. So instead of taking your kids to Disney World, take a trip to the Hidden History Museum down in LA, Los Angeles, and get to learn about things like the Black Silicon Valley and Hidden Figures, just different things that you can teach your kids and that will empower our kids, because this society is set up for our kids think we just dumb, we just do rapping and we just play basketball. But when you get down to the meat and potatoes of things, when you break things down like Silicon Valley and Black Wall Street and all these great things we built in this country and all these great inventions we built in this country, let your kids know those things, because I believe a lot of our kids, if they knew how great what we were or and great we are, they would take more pride in themselves, and we got to take more pride in the kids too. You know what I'm saying? But they would take more pride in themselves and would be out here. You know what I'm saying? with the gunplay so hard. Of course, I understand you got to have weapons, but we got to be responsible, man. Especially, and we got to create opportunities for our young brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the programs that we had back in the day, those programs where you could be a carpenter, HVAC, this, that, they don't have those in the school no more. So we got to take it upon ourselves to try to get our kids or push our kids in being productive, keeping them busy. I was talking to a good brother of mine. Shout out to my brother Byron. Talked to him the other day. Good friend of mine, Byron. He was saying one thing I wanted to say this, and I'll get out of here. He said, "Man, he's a single parent, man. He got a son, and he said he's been keeping the kid busy, his son busy. So his son is doing acting, basketball, football. I mean, this kid is huge. He's a big kid, so he do. And he said, man, I got him in theater. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
keep your kid busy, man. That's a good thing to do. Keep him busy. He got theater this summer. He said in the fall he playing football, and then he playing basketball. So, keep your kid well rounded. Now don't just do all sports, like I said. So I told him, I was like, that's dope, man, getting him in theater and stuff. He's like, yeah, man, I'm gonna let him try it out, see if he like it, acting and doing this and that. So always, fellas, always try to, I know we love sports, man, but always push your kid in the direction they want to go to. If they like certain things, you know what I'm saying? It could be fixing cars. It could be culinary, like my son. You know what I'm saying? He like my brother, got in the culinary game. Get him the expensive set of knives. Get him the, so he could be in there chopping stuff up. Invest in them. So don't forget to invest in your favorite show right here, Weekend Hot Podcast. Any last words, my dog?
Yep.
Well, we out. Yes, sir. Out, man. From me, your partner, Big Swag. We out, man. Peace. Y'all be safe. We're gonna catch y'all on the flip side.